Groove City.
Hey, what's up? I'm Lefty.
And I'm Rich Furniss, and welcome to another episode of Groove City.
That's right. Good on ya, because we are very excited to welcome our guest today, all the way here from Melbourne, Australia. Super sick DJ. We just played a really dope event with him the other night. Today, we welcome our guest, Joey Coco. What's
Pleasure
up,
to be
man?
here, legends. Thank you for having me.
Dude, thank you so much for joining us. How's your trip to New York City been so far?
It's been amazing, yeah. Like, Astoria, that's where I've been staying at, where, you know, our friend Pinto is from. He's just been showing me all the good spots.
Hell yeah. I feel like that's nice, though, too. You're getting a taste of New York that's a little bit different, because a lot of people as tourists will come and do, like, Manhattan, but like to hit the boroughs, but to hit the boroughs and really see real New York, that's the way to do it.
That's like last time I was here, which was like 12 years ago, I stayed in Bay Ridge.
Oh wow!
I was like,
nice.
You were deep in there.
I was deep inside, deep inside the hard drive. But there wasn't really much around there.
No.
So we were tourists as well, like young tourists. So we were just going to the LES, you know, going around there. But now I came prepared. I watched that Action Bronson video with all the good eats.
Mm-hmm.
And
he's got a couple of them, man.
Oh man, but the Astoria one.
Oh yeah, I've watched that.
It's actually blown my mind how good the food is here.
Astoria, famous, especially Astoria for its food.
Well,
facts.
Yeah, well,
that's kind of what you do up there.
Yeah,
or you live in like a nice house with a driveway in Astoria too.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
That's cool up there.
Yeah, good. The proproperty prices are crazy, right?
I'm sure.
Yeah,
This
This is New York City. This is New York City at the end of the day.
Most expensive real estate.
Yeah,
it's awful time right now for that. But
what are we gonna do?
That's cool. You had a nice cultural experience here.
Yeah. Got shown the hot spots, and got a taste of the life of, like, you know, going out and seeing Queens.
In Australia, is nightlife open till 4, or like what's your?
You can go out every night of the week. And you can find something happening.
But is there like a last call? Like, what's your last call?
It's usually it depends on the venue. Like, a lot of venues are licensed till 1. So the last call will be like, I don't know, 12.
I feel like that's a big shock for a lot of people who come, you know, visit from other parts of the country or internationally. Is like our 4 a.m. license. It's like we get down late night.
We get that. So a lot of places open till 3, but then on the weekend it gets pushed out. So even if there's a place that closes, you can go somewhere else. And usually, you know, there's one of the top clubs in the world on all these lists is called Revolver, which is like, you know, the world class. You can stay there from like Saturday night until Monday morning.
Oh, sick.
So that closes like 9 a.m.
Bam.
One of those is opening in New York City soon. That's going to be like a 48-hour weekend experience. Or like more than that.
I just want the hammock somewhere in the corner so I can take a little breather.
Yeah. Well, they got couches, the infamous couches there. Yeah. And they have to recycle them all the time. And
I believe it.
Yeah.
Good on them for that.
But then even after that, you can go, there's a party that starts 8 a.m. on Monday. And it goes until 3 a.m. on Tuesday. Wow. It's called the Breakfast Club. And we've done a couple of
nice.
With them,
that's pretty epic.
And they are amazing. They had Sweely out there. I don't know if I was supposed to say that, but they had Sweely last week, which was dope.
Sick. But, when you started your DJ career, did you imagine that it would take you to a place like New York?
No, absolutely not. Obviously, you know, you have that goal in mind.
Yeah.
Because you want to come to the place like New York, Chicago, Detroit, right?
Yeah.
These are the home
birthplaces
of you know, house and techno music. And you always want to, and I'm a bit of a big dreamer as well.
I love that, baby. I'm a Pisces, always a big dreamer.
Yeah. I'm a Virgo, funnily enough, and we did Virgo presents. I don't know if that means anything.
Nice.
But
means nothing.
Yeah. I don't think it does.
That's cool.
But
I don't know many Virgos, so it's a pleasure.
Yeah. Oh, hey. Yeah, pleasure's all mine.
Jack's a Virgo.
Oh, I take it back. I know one Virgo.
Well, you know another one who's a little bit better. Yeah. So but yeah, I'm so grateful to be here, and especially with Pinto, he's become my brother.
Nice.
And he's shown me the ropes a little bit. It was great. We had him out there last November.
Nice.
I remember when he went.
Yeah.
Content
the footage looked fire.
Yeah. The boy did his thing. Yeah.
He always does, baby.
Yeah, he always does.
Beast mode, man. Yeah. He's nasty.
Yeah, the boss man nearly killed him. Yeah. But
I'm curious. So you know what brought you like into DJ life? Like what was kind of like the origin story?
Yeah. Well, I used to actually be in a hip hop band.
Okay, I can see this.
Yeah.
So also that makes New York even more special.
Yeah, exactly right. And like we had we were around for like, I don't know, we were doing stuff for like 12, from like maybe 2011 till like 2017, 2018-ish.
Okay.
But you know, growing up,
What did you do in the band?
I was actually the front man, the rapper.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
shit.
what's it called? Where can we find this?
We're called Mose and the Family. So
instead of the set later, you're just gonna bust bars for us, right?
Yeah, baby. Put me in the booth. Fire in the booth. On the radio.
I'm ready for that.
But like growing up, like I had like all these cousins and stuff, and they listened to everything. All these older family friends, and they loved house as well. And that's when they started going out in Melbourne.
Okay.
Nice.
And
Were you born and raised in Melbourne?
Born and raised.
Nice.
Born and raised. Yeah.
Sick.
So yeah, Indian heritage, but yeah, they loved house music. They loved all music, hip hop, everything. And then I obviously went off and did my hip hop thing. I loved hip hop. I still love hip hop, obviously.
Yeah. Right.
But we had the band, and then you know, I started like delving into like house music a lot more.
Okay.
There was a bit of resurgence, I guess, like personally.
Were you diving in just as a listener at that point?
Yeah, just like I was collecting records and stuff as well, but I just kind of like got into it. Electronic music has always kind of been like popular in Australia, but like I guess you'd say it was like the popular, like the EDM kind of stuff. But then yeah, just started going out a lot more. Started actually trying to mix those records. And
Were
then
you,
it was just
you kind of started like DJing. Were you DJing the vinyls that you got, or did you have?
Yeah, not just at home.
Okay.
Just at home.
No, but I mean, respect like starting on the vinyl tip. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like there's less and less DJs now that will start by mixing vinyl.
Exactly.
You know?
I started on Serato as well, and
I was
like,
gonna say
you
though,
know,
Melbourne
digital.
also has a sound that it's famous for.
Melbourne
in dance
sound.
music. Melbourne
fucking
bass.
around.
Yeah, dude, they get into it. They get
Yeah.
some nasty beats out there.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's very, very much a subgenre of something wacky.
Yeah.
But it's actually like it's cool. If you're from Melbourne, you do tend to enjoy it. It's very kick bass driven.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
like
facts.
the Melbourne shuffle that goes along with it, and it's fun. You know, it is fun music, but I don't know if there's any soul in it. But
Yeah, it's more like EDM-y. but-
yeah. It's very underground.
room.
Can get pretty, dirty.
Yeah.
And that's how we like it sometimes.
Yeah,
Sweat on the
yeah,
walls kind of shit.
That's it. The only way to do it. That's how you know it's good.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I just, I don't know. I think it was around maybe, we actually came out as a band. We actually came out to the US and we did a little bit of a tour.
Sick.
Oh,
Yeah, we
nice.
had some play on like Triple J, which is our big, youth
Yeah.
listener station kind of thing. And then, yeah, I think it was, I don't know, maybe around 2017, 2018, I was like, you know what, I'm going to put pen to paper, try and make some house records, try my hand at production. And I met Oscar around that time as well.
Your manager.
Yep,
And
from
owner
Refuge.
of Refuge.
Refuge
Yep.
Recordings, yep. And yeah, from there, I don't know, we just started gigging a lot more. I was doing like a lot of the bar scenes, those weekends where you go and play like 6-7 gigs in a row.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're
I was trying to
really down
think.
the pavement.
Because we were talking about this before. I DJ'd this one really cool bar in Melbourne that was right next to like the stadium that's like right in the middle of Melbourne.
The MCG.
And it was like a long bar that kind of, as you went to the back, kind of went elevated. And it was a crazy party, but it was like a sports bar, but then they had like dance music throughout the night and everybody just rages. And
I
it was
love
really
that.
sick.
All right.
Yeah.
They party hardy out there in
Yeah.
Australia. I'm
Oh
not
man,
gonna
we
lie.
get down. We
Yeah.
get down.
They
Yeah.
do. Always a good time out
Yeah,
there.
and especially when actually, anywhere though, it doesn't matter. I was just gonna say, like, it's been warming up there right now. I've been seeing on social media and shit.
Oh, yeah.
like
Yeah, summer's approaching.
Yeah, summer's approaching. But then I was like, during winter we were going hard. So, but yeah, I'm not sure which place that is.
I'm trying to think. It's like on the tip of my
Yeah.
tongue, but I just totally interrupted you for
Yeah,
nonsense.
That's
I'm sorry
okay.
about that.
No problem. Just
So
do it again.
so the DJing come first, or the production come first?
I would say the DJing came first. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like especially for the house stuff. I was always making hip hop music.
Yeah.
And then I just kind of switched the lane, I guess.
Yeah.
And yeah, just when I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try. You get all these ideas obviously in your head. We're creatives, and you want to put pen to paper. So I just started giving it a go, and then people were like, you know what, you should submit to some labels. So I submitted one to, we got a couple out on Refuge, obviously, but then like Nervous as well.
Nice.
There's a couple Australian labels called Love Above. Did some stuff for Music is for Lovers. yeah, and I just kept wanting to keep it going. So
Nice.
yeah, it's just yeah.
I'm kind of curious about something because I
Yes.
definitely have my perspective on this, being a musician
course.
and a DJ as well, which I've been doing both for a very long time. But
Most definitely.
I definitely feel like I have a preference in one or the other. But what would you say are some differences that you really like about DJing versus being a musician? Or, I mean, do you feel like there's
Being
like
in a band.
Yeah. Do you think there's like a difference, like different live experience and like
Yeah.
being a performer and DJing?
I think about this all the time, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you go to a gig, like a live show, that's more of an experience. You know, people are more like the band is practiced, or they're practicing all
Exactly.
the time.
This is what I always
think that's
say.
a big
Yeah.
part of it. Yeah.
They have to be in. They have to be in sync. They have to be in key. They have all this prep to do. A sidebar on that, like I don't miss being in a band, and this is what I love about DJing and having to set up shit all the time.
And not dealing with a mix of personality.
Oh my goodness! With this, all your relationship is with a hard drive, like
That's
a
it.
Samsung T5. Put that in. But yeah, you definitely, you know, the organic vibe that you get from seeing live music is
Yeah.
an experience, and sometimes it's just unforgettable. Even if it's like a hip hop gig, like
Yeah.
DJ 4 MCs, that energy can sometimes, you know, it can be unmatched. But then again, you go to a DJ set and it's you can get that energy, but it's different. It is different.
Yeah.
But
I just love
yeah.
the flexibility in DJing because, like you're saying, like when
I
you're
think
in a
it's the
band,
flexibility. That's the big one.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
have a pre-planned set. You're kind of just like going
Yeah.
with the flow.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't really plan sets.
yeah. And as a
yeah.
band, you just have to play the set list. You have
Exactly.
a set
Yeah.
list, and you're stuck with that.
Exactly.
you know?
And
Yeah.
weirdly enough, like, I don't know, I feel like it's more personal with the crowd almost because there's so much give and take, right? From a DJ performance versus a band performance.
Yeah.
You know, like you're kind of like, you're feeding off of their energy in a different way. We're like, all right, cool, this is working. Let me go more this way. And like, I don't know, I feel like there's more like feeding of the energy versus, all right, I'm playing this set list and this is what it is.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely. That's so true as well. Like the fact that you can drop something, you can have a thought, and you can drop that track, like, and see how it resonates with the
Morphs.
crowd.
Yeah.
And you know how we go from there and where we take it. And I don't like using the word journey, but
No, man,
it is what it is.
It
you
is a
know?
journey, yeah.
yeah.
Can be a journey.
Yeah.
What do you think the biggest difference, like, you know, now being playing in New York and playing in Australia, what do you think the biggest difference is, like, for audience and music, like playing, like, house music in Australia versus playing in New York?
Yeah, I mean, I guess, like, now that I've been touring a little bit more, every city is different, right?
Yeah, facts.
Every city's got their, like, even going from Melbourne to Sydney to Brisbane, every city's got their own, like, touch and, like, what they want to hear, and, you know, styles that work with them. In Melbourne, you can go a little bit harder. They like it. You know, obviously the trend now as well is to go faster, and, you know,
That's everywhere, baby.
that's everywhere,
Bump
right?
them BPMs at least too.
Yeah. Yeah, put that pitch up. And yeah, like sometimes I do give into it sometimes, but you know, you gotta stay true as well to what we make, what I make, and like, you know, how, you know, what kind of stuff I want to,
Yeah, facts.
you know, play out there, and, you know, be that DJ that plays stuff that, you know, that the crowd, they didn't even know that they wanted to hear, right? Which is like a bit of a cliche, but you know, it's what we kind of live our lives by as DJs. But yeah, like I was really interested to see how New York will go, and you know, obviously I knew we need to get a little bit harder as well.
Yeah.
Because you know, it's the grit, it's the grind. You know,
Yeah.
it brings it out to you. But I also want to infuse a little bit of soul into it. And I don't know if that was well received or not, but the energy was dope.
kind of that venue though too. That venue
Yeah.
wants the dirt and the grime and the
Yeah.
heavy pumping.
Yeah, which was dope. Where you guys came on, you like slammed it out. That was sweaty in there. Hot
Yeah.
damn.
It gets
Oh,
hot
yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
Rich Furniss was in the building, baby.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm keen to see that more. Like, and that's why I want to travel and play more. And
I think it's a fun tip that, like, you know, tidbit you put in there is like playing in different cities and like, how many people I've seen like fly out to New York to do their first gig and just like try to play what they would play at home, and just like it's not working. And I think that's the other fun thing also about being a DJ is like, and I like the puzzle pieces of it and trying to figure out the crowd. And I feel like every market you play in, I mean, in damn near every club you play in, you could say that, but especially when you start to get to other cities within, a country, and then when you start to hit other countries, like the puzzle starts to become more and more complex. You're really trying to figure what fits and doing your research to be like, oh, what is popping in this area right now? What stuff is working? You know what I mean? Like, it's super fun.
People, and you know what? Crowds appreciate that, right?
Facts.
They really appreciate the fact that, this DJ is like, he knows what's going on in this city. He knows what artists people really love in this city or in this area or region. And then he's actually, coming and like, even if it's a flip or a remix of something,
showing that love, but then also showing your own style. And like,
exactly.
When I go see other DJs, like DJs in New York who are from other places, like, cool, I'm looking, how do they pay homage to where they're playing and working for this crowd, but also play their own stuff? The same thing when I go to other cities, you know what I mean? Like seeing how people are able to kind of put that flavor into it. Exactly. You're adding more ingredients.
Exactly. I try to play a lot of nervous records on Saturday night, just because hell yeah, NYC, you had to pay homage, right?
Facts.
But then you got that was dope. It was a dope gig, and I enjoyed the New York crowd, but I did think they would dance a little bit more, to be honest. Have you found that here?
They dance. They do dance, or they don't dance.
I thought they would put a little bit.
It depends on the place.
Okay, all right. Not to say take away anything from the New York crowd. You're beautiful.
I mean, I think
you are beautiful.
I think
it definitely depends on the place.
Okay.
I think definitely in general too, like how I feel is people dance less in general. Like overall.
That's true. I mean, I saw that in Ibiza, over the summer too. I feel like it's a less dancing crowd and more people kind of bobbing around. And
I mean, people will dance for the 90 seconds to get their reel up, and then, that everyone's back to standing with their drinks and stuff. You know what I mean? So it's like,
that's something that's got to change, I think.
Well, I think a big thing with a lot of the clubs, and I see this internationally, is like just take people's phones away. You know what I mean? Force them to be 100%. In the moment. And I think that's a big part of it. And I also think it depends on the venue, right? Is it a venue where people are just there for the music? Is it one where people are there for the Instagram moment? Is it people who are educated on the music? I think all of those things play such a big factor, because I do think overall I see less dancing in New York, but also if you want to dance, I think there's venues and parties you can go to where that's all it is.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you just got to find them out. Yep.
I will say one of these like site Instagram accounts that's like a dance publication like DJ Mag or something posted about like an artist doing like a no phone policy at their party residency in Ibiza, and I commented on it. I was like, make it a trend. Boy, did I get destroyed by people. All these people started tagging me, be like, bro, you need the videos, bro.
Oh my goodness.
I was like, jeez, man.
That's where we can say, fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Come on.
I was like, I'm just trying to like push the good part of it forward here a little bit. And I got destroyed.
Well,
like, who are you, man? You need people to post videos about.
I've been going through footage of like all the old like parties in New York, and like seeing how much more dancing and how much more people just did not give a fuck. They were just out there to have a good time, to let it all out on the dance floor. And like why I fell in love with like dance music and stuff was I just remember dancing like no one was watching, and it didn't fucking matter, and I didn't have to worry about anything. Is like that freedom, right? I feel like is part of the music.
Exactly. It's, people want to move. Like that's why I guess part of my ethos is I want to make people move, right? And it just sucks that we have that distraction in the way. Because sometimes even like when I was in Europe last year, they do the phone, like they do the sticker over the camera.
Yeah.
Sometimes that doesn't even work because like you're still on the phone and you're still trying to find, I don't know what you're looking at, but you're still there. It's like a crutch, really.
It really is. It's a social crutch.
But yeah, if they lock it away, safely locked away, it encourages more movement. I think it has happened before, and you could tell it was a better quality.
Yeah, Output used to have that policy.
Yep. Okay. Apple was a big club here.
Output.
Yeah. I remember.
Legendary.
Yeah.
Legendary. Yeah. Right.
World renowned at one point.
Yeah.
Great spot. I miss it. R.I.P. New Space is good too, though. Superior Ingredients now it's called.
Pure Ingredients.
Superior
Ingredients.
I mean, you can usually catch Shefty up on the rooftop playing for somebody famous.
That's right. On my way to stardom, so I can be the famous guy one day, Ricky.
All right.
Well, that's super sweet. Do you get to play around Australia a lot? Like, you go to like Sydney, Adelaide, Gold Coast.
Yeah. Played. Well, I just did a tour back in March to celebrate my celebrate or just tour my
we'll celebrate it, baby.
Hell yeah, baby. Yeah, exactly. So I released the EP with Jason Hodges from Toronto, and we just did a tour for that. So that was Melbourne, Sydney, Canberra, Brisbane, Gold Coast.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
So that was dope. And then hopefully I'll do one soon. I think we're trying to get Pinto out there maybe next March.
Oh, sweet.
And then hopefully I can maybe come back in May. Let's check the bank account, but
Nice, yeah.
let's see how we go.
Facts.
In terms of getting back out here because I really want to. And then hopefully we maybe back to Tokyo again, like
Amazing.
with the Refuge crew. So just want to keep it popping and keep the songs coming out
Flowing.
as well. So
It sounds like you got a lot of exciting stuff on the way. Why don't you tell everybody where they can find you on social media?
Yep, you can find me at Joey Coco DJ on all good social media sites. I got Instagram. Is that all the people that are on? SoundCloud,
Hey.
Bandcamp, at Joey Coco DJ.
You can give them your Venmo as well if you
Venmo,
want.
yeah. You know what? We actually don't have Venmo in Australia.
Yeah.
Venmo or Zelle, and it's caused a real problem for stuff. Yeah, I've had people have had to sign up for PayPal, and they're giving me a lot of shit about it. But
It's a thing that happens in a lot of other countries.
yeah.
They're about to catch a set. What do you have planned for your set for this one?
I'm gonna a lot of soul, a lot of groove, a lot of house. Gonna pay homage to New York and this beautiful
I love that.
trip that I've
Nice.
just had as well. So
Well,
yeah.
we're happy to have you for the DJ set. Make sure you guys check the link below where you guys can get linked. It'll also be next in the playlist. I'm gonna give a quick shout out to Sound Collective. Thank you for letting us film here. This is a great music community where you guys can go ahead and take your craft to the next level. You can join membership, use the beautiful facility, all the gear here. We have online classes so you can learn from your own home, short-term programs that happen over the weekends where you can sharpen your skills in DJing, production, instruments, you name it. We probably got it here. I want to thank you again for being on the
Appreciate it.
show.
Thank
all
you
the
for
way from
joining us
Australia.
today, Joey.
Well,
Yeah.
we've been able to back
So
that one
good.
up.
I'll give you
Thank you,
across
bro.
the mic.
Appreciate you, my
Much
friend.
love, man.
Yeah, thank you to our guest.
I'm Rich Furniss.
And I'm Lefty. Peace.
See ya.